Highmark Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo. And we are underway in Buffalo. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Right to the air is Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Now Daniels. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass,
here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And this is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw is Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler from 6 yards away. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Alert!
Throwing to start the drive. Allen. It's caught. Cooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Allen going to throw. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it?
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper from 17 yards out. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Allen will try to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Here's Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Daniels going to throw for it. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On play action, Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 29 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
That's caught, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Daniels looking to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
To the air goes Daniels.
Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
To the right side and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Through the middle of the field.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Ready?
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. They find some open field here.
And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Let's go now.
On 4th down, here's Daniels.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions.
That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills, touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it. Tied up, bad vibes, bad luck, been swinging like a boomerang. Dried up, all talk, no bite, now we're coming like a hurricane. Pull the curtain back, everybody wants to get some. A surprise attack, you and me together coming at you like a hurricane. Tell me what you want right now. Ooh, let everybody talk right now. So tell me what you want right now. You can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it.
Hold up, coming out of me, lightning bolt electricity. Blow up, staring at the seams, yeah, I see it unraveling. Pulling back the curtain, got the sun in my eyes. Everybody, they've been hurting, but they push it aside. Every person is a person with a different disguise. Feels like I'm on a desert island and it's Lord of the Flies, right?
Watch out for your neck, a wrecking ball
right now. Ooh, let everybody talk right now. Tell me what you want right now. You could get it.
Yeah, well you can get it. Yeah, you can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it.
You could get it. You could get it.
I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Two and a throw right away.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Milton Williams
Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back.
Yeah. Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up, every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, you pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
Bottles and believe we back in business. This is highly recommended. It's for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here for the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them things that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want the pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime, yeah, this is the big ticket. Coach at Comptown, I'm talking that King Richard. It's like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas, I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life? Well, let's roll the dice.
Piece of problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary.
Open them wide. Mind if I pull up with a few?
We can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip hop took this globe.
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul? We showing you how to pivot. Got this from
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at them as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On play action, Allen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To the air, Allen.
Now he fires deep for Shakir.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 27 yards.
And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
Powering his way forward. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. James Cook, the intended target there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Allen.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
He's to the 15.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Completes it to, and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Eagles. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Brown, the motion man right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. Hurts will throw.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Allen off the play fake. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Switch that flow, straight back, on them feet, bounce that, get down low, bounce, rap, yes indeed. About to telling me something, maybe I need to figure out how the hell are we cutting. I got a deed to the house, and the lens of the like, if you tryna do something, you gotta lead with the bounce. Make it bounce, bounce for me, make it bounce. I caught you red-handed, red lips on some that ain't mine. I should call it off of where we're standing, 'cause girl, you and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? Tell me honestly, if you practice honesty, would you tell the world that you're everything I thought you'd be? Would you take you back? Would you cut you loose? If you were wearing these boots, baby, what would you do to you? Would you love you? Would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire.
Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Watson now to throw.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
To throw, Williams.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw, it's Williams. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Williams.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen, 46 yards.
And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a rough neck on it. Big just want. Ask me if I'm finished now. I just begun. I ain't giving out no to no. Just for fun, are you dumb? Run a man, I don't know no other man. Like 100, just for 100 bands. I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso. I carry like I'm Prego. Get around with Chrome Petro. Shoulda knew it from the get-go. Yeah. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. Yeah, they come to me, they don't play. Just want a 10-piece, make it all flex. He just want a phone call or a text back. Never got touched, but a stay. Why would I DM it first when I'm the catch? 100 bands, it's 100 bands. You like 100, ain't got one man. You like 100, ain't got one. Whole lot of speaking on me, that ain't done. Drop the 100 on the penny, that big as Lola. They can't stand to see me winning, so they blame payola. Big choker, no mediocre. I ain't never doing, I barely do the cola. Yeah. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When it come to me, they don't play with it.
I'm on demon time taking souls. He in my DM say I'm pretty, I know. Really messy, I'm a rich ghost. He tell me treat his face like a rose. Get somebody else to do it. Posting in New York at Bottega like I'm doing. I taught you how to get him for the check. What we doing? I ain't got 100 mil, but I got it once I flew in. If that don't come with money, I can't. He call me baby, so it's 200 a K with it. Carisha single and Sadiddy, he okay with it. No shade with it, no shade with it.
Yeah. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When it come to me, they don't play with it.
Two in, two back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know you running up at night. You know I to and throw. J. Cole said it's memes and mills, but I'm the king and I just it all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me, they never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I twiddle my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin, with a purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little Curtis, yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I ain't up at night. You know I only get one life for this.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or try the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got in the studio every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it. I'm just here for the bucks and the billies. Don't make me one of the ghosts for it. I run it, they like go for us, run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already wrote for us. Damn, what's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounded like this? They ain't made me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready, I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. Yeah. The other night, lavishly told me that I'm all these people listen to. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Damn. Okay, from that perspective, I see what you talking about. No way to soften that.
Cause me, I was trying to find out where I lost him at, but maybe I ain't lose him at all. Maybe I keep moving forward and they're just stagnant, they ain't moving at all. But when they need a favor, who do they call? Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who for the zone. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough, I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, the seams are splitting. No pun intended, but they smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who meeted me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. We already got spring 2015 popping. P&D dropping, reps up P dropping, Magic Jordan dropping, Obi dropping, not to mention me dropping. Feel like we paid the refs off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before Twitter names. Yeah, been on the move like the lease is up. And I can't even name one person that's keeping up. Damn, how it was in the past tense. Ask yourself, how do we match up now? Cause I'm only 27 and I'm only getting better. If I haven't passed you yet, watch me catch up now, for real.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it for shouty, he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, hey.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing right away is Williams. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll go play action here with Williams.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
There he goes, right side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here's Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
To the air, Williams.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen, 55 yards.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing is Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. After a 1-point game, 7-6. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw is Williams. And again, back to Kmet.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Williams going to throw for it.
forced out to his left. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
2nd and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. 71 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's Williams.
He's got Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
On play action, here's Williams.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Throwing again here, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll try and run here with Swift. There he goes again. Touchdown, Chicago! DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Play action. Now Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
And his throw here's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go. Hey, Smash.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Williams. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Caught by Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
60 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Touchdown Bears! Gerald Everett, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great pull.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Williams. Flushed out right. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Williams throwing to start the drive. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift
42 yards.
And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two. They'll try and throw for it. Being chased out left. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
He finds his target, Allen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Keenan Allen, 55 yards.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
To throw, Williams.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
And this is picked up by the Bears.
Inside the 10.
And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Cole Kmet taking it in. And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Once again, it's Swift. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the handoff, this is Swift.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want to pick at a litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime, yeah, this is the big ticket. Coach at Cop Town, I'm talking that King Richard. It's like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas, I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life? Well, let's roll the dice.
Don't be surprised if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary.
Open them wide. Mind if I pull up with a few?
We can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know I
chains and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
Like no whips and chains and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. Young M-I-S-S-I-O-N-A-R-Y. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls at the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. He's on his way.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football.
But certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escapes the sack, eluding the pressure right.
Down the right sideline.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. It's Barkley on the counter. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Herbert.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 7-7, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Right side, he has Johnston. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Dobbins once more.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
J.K. Dobbins
with his second touchdown here in this first.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some cloud around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. No sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive our gang straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had him shipping the benzine. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it, run it, run it, run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't feed with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back.
time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. Learn hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck, or black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from. Round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA.
The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson, first play, going to throw. He'll buy some time right. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slips.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Jackson going to shift him around. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 22-yard scamper. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They go play action with Jackson. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.